Hey guys, Mediocre Pyre here. You're looking at an idea I had for a project. Of course, this is not my photo, I just found it online. But I was looking at, this is called a Hamon line, and they have them on Japanese swords. And they do it by putting some mud on the top, on one end of the sword, and when they quench it, the mud that they put on keeps the covered part from cooling a little slower, so it makes it softer steel, and the edge, which is bare, cools a lot faster, so it's harder. So I thought I'd do something in that style to my Opinels. Not exactly the same, but you know, it's gonna look similar. So I put some tape on my Opinel. You can see right here, just a quick line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put mustard over here. So hopefully the tape will keep the stuff underneath from Patina-ing. So I'm just going to show you how I put the tape on the Opinel, and then I'll show you guys the results. All you need is just some sort of tape. This is blue painter's tape. I think just something you can tear easily, so maybe masking tape would work pretty well. So what I do is I put it on the end, and you don't need a X-Acto knife, but you know, it's nice to have. So I'm just kind of pushing the end here, making sure it's nice and flush. I'm just going to trim that, and I'm going to trim the end. It doesn't have to be precise. And you can either, I found that I can cut the design straight on the blade and then peel it off, and it shouldn't scratch the finish, but if you're kind of worried about that, you probably shouldn't cut it off. But how I did it for this one is I actually took it and I tore the pattern. So I'd kind of go down a little bit, and I'm going for the waviness. So I'm just pulling off a little bit at a time. So you can see I'm just taking off a little bit, and there you go. I've got a pretty cool pattern. So that's how I did it. And then of course I come back with my X-Acto knife and I trim the top. So I really don't know much about forcing patinas, but hopefully this will turn out well. I'll show you guys the results afterwards. So there's the knife, and let's see how it works. Okay, so I'm ready to put it on. I just have some cheap mustard. I don't know, it's been in the fridge forever, so I'm going to see how it works out. It's kind of older stuff. Also, I'm going to use Q-tips just to put them on. But let's see how it works. Just paint it on, nothing special to this part. This is kind of interesting, chunky sort of mustard. Got some seeds or something in there. So let's see if I can't get a good coat on there. And the nice thing about patinas is if you don't like them, you can always polish it off. No big deal, so I don't feel too bad doing this to my knife. So there's that one side you can see, and I'll get the other side. Okay, so put that over there. There we go, mustard on the blade. I'm gonna let this sit for about, let's see, let's let that sit for about half an hour. No, that's 15 minutes. Man, I don't know what I'm doing today. There we go. So I'll let it sit for about half an hour, wash it off, see how it turns out. So just set it on this cup, let's see how it turns out. Well, it's about a half hour later. We'll see what happened with this mustard job. Oh shit. Just gonna use an old toothbrush that I cut down, clean it off. So far we don't really have that good of a pattern coming up. I'm sure it's a little darker, but I'm gonna put some more mustard on and see what happens. Leave it on for a little longer. You can see that side's really not that affected, so that's the most it did. Just made it black there. So well, it's been another 2 hours or so since I last took off the mustard. It's starting to get some different colors. It's going to be a little difficult to see, but it looks like there's some yellows and blues coming in, but you can see clearly that line. I'd say it looks pretty cool. Looks kind of reminiscent of that Hamon line, but There we go. That's my patina on my Opinel. This is kind of more just a test than anything else, but next time I'll definitely leave it on a little longer. I don't know if it's just this mustard or not, but you know, I'm kind of happy with it. It looks pretty cool. Makes it look a little unique. Hey guys, just wanted to show you the final results of my forced patina that I did on my blade. It's going to be a little harder to see because this one's so scratched up, but turned out pretty well. I did get some patina through the tape, but it's not too bad. Still kind of a quite clear line there, but it's kind of cool because I used some mustard which had chunks of jalapenos in there. Had a little bit, I guess, different level of acidity. It's going to be a little difficult to see there, but in person, right there, I've got some nice patches of blues and yellows. So it's pretty cool. I guess because I did change it a couple times, it didn't get the variation, as good of a variation as I could have gotten. So I might go back, and this is just a normal one, but might do that to this one, just the whole blade this time, not do this line, but leave it on for a couple hours, see if I can get those really nice blues and yellows. But turned out pretty cool. I'm quite satisfied with it. As you can see, looks a little cooler than the stock one, so quite happy. I really got a newfound love for Opinels this time, just from playing around with them. It's a good project knives to mess around with. I know Quality Knives has one of her knives that she's messing around with, as well as Thomas Smith 65. I think he sanded on the handle and polished up, put some nice varnish, so I might do that. I think it'd be cool with some darker stain. So another idea of a project I had was getting some gun bluing. I'm really not that knowledgeable with guns. I don't own a gun. I haven't really shot many guns, but I was thinking about getting some gun bluing and trying it on the blade. From what I've seen online, it would work with high carbon steel, but I'm not sure. So if anybody has any experience with gun bluing, let me know, because I think that would be interesting to have a kind of a dark blue blade, maybe refinish the handle with a nice mahogany dark finish. So I might do a few more videos in the future. I guess a little Opinel project video. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.